ate him up. Something about him, I'm like, girl, sign me up. I was reading smut. Sue me, I'm just a girl. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a fun little challenge. It's a video I've done before, but I really liked it. I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to do it again. I'm going to be reading 200 pages every day for a week. I really just love doing these sort of challenges where I put a specific like page number. I already am in the middle of a book, so we're gonna start off with that book today. I'm currently reading Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This is the series that kind of comes before the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. This is the one that they like, if you want to kind of understand Once Upon a Broken Heart more, read this series. I think it's really fun. It's really interesting. The sort of world that we're in is really captivating to me. Like, I really enjoy it. I love the characters. Me and Julian are like this. Okay? Because why do I love Julian so much? I am currently on page 155, chapter 16. So I'm pretty much just gonna finish this book today with the 200 pages because that'll get me to like 350 something. And at that point, might as well just finish it. This book is not on Kindle, unfortunately. So when it's nighttime, I do have to read with harsh lighting on because my book light does not give off very good light. We'll see you guys when I pick up the book. I'm back. I changed into a comfier outfit. I just also sobbed to This Is Me Trying by Taylor Swift. It's now time to read so I can escape my thoughts in reality. Listen, y'all, I love Scarlett, but tell me why she wants to yell at everyone when she's the one not asking enough questions. Are you not asking these questions? And then being like, you tricked me. Babe, you didn't ask the right questions. If that were me, I'd be asking every question and then agreeing. With peace and love, what is happening? I'm on page 233. Currently on night 4 of Caraval. I'm on page 263, so we have hit 100 pages for today. I'm having a great time reading this. It's a little bit slower right now, but I'm still enjoying the characters. I'm enjoying the journey that we're going on with the characters. I think it's really interesting, and as I said, I absolutely love this magical world that we're in. It's one of my favorites, I feel like, that I've read in a fantasy. Let's continue reading. She cannot afford this. He ate him up. He ate him up. Oh. Sometimes I just want to punch characters in the face. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. No. I'm actually gonna sob. There's no way. I can't do this. Reading fantasy makes my blood pressure go up. I'm not doing well. It's 1 a.m. I finished my 200 pages. Finished Caraval. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun to read. I had such a good time reading this. I thought it was so fun to have this sort of carnival setting. I really think that intrigues me a lot. I also really liked the characters. Although Scarlett sometimes really annoyed me with her decisions and what she was saying, I was like, girl, please. But I really loved her drive. Some characters in the end, I'm not gonna say anything obviously about the end because it'll spoil everything, but tell me why you did that. The whole like plot twist that happens and the reasoning behind it and what happens at the end is kind of insane. I honestly didn't know what was happening. Like when they were explaining it to me, I was like, what? Literally on the cover it says, remember it's only a game, and you go into it, like it just kind of messes with your brain throughout the entire book. I would recommend it to a lot of people. If you're looking for a little YA fantasy, don't think I'm gonna go directly into the second book. I think I'm gonna wait, follow someone else that's not Scarlett. Although I did say Scarlett annoyed me. I love her. She did what she had to do. She was iconic. Okay, and I would love to read more about her. So glad we're starting off the video fun and good. That is what I have right now. I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow when we pick out our next book and start to read 200 pages. Actually so late at night, 10 o'clock, and I have not talked to you at all today, but I have been reading. So far, I have read The Dare by Harley LaRue, which is a novella. This is a novella that comes before The Loser's Duet. If you've watched my videos, you know that The Loser's Duet is one of my favorite duologies or duets ever. It's a little spicy novella that comes before it. It was really fun to read this, knowing the ending of the characters. I just had a fun time, and it was so nice to be back with the characters. This book was 110 pages long, so we are over halfway through this challenge, so I only need to read 90 more pages. If you were to go into reading The Losers, I would recommend reading this in the time frame that it tells you. It was a fun little quick thing to read during the day. I loved it. I love Manson. Sue me. I love Manson. I think he's an ideal boyfriend. So I only have 90 pages left, and I think I've decided what other book I want to pick up. I've been really excited about this book. I've heard a lot of good things. It is Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I want to get into more of my hockey romance with other authors. So far, I've only really read Hannah Grace, Al Kennedy, so I want to expand on my authors with hockey romance. I did download it on my Kindle. I might just read in the book and then switch over to my Kindle when I don't want the light on anymore. That's my plan. Let's get into reading this. The thing I hate about starting books is that this is so flimsy. This is so thick. Like, I want to just be in the middle where it's like equal. I'm like gonna snap and rip this page off because it's so like flimsy because I'm on page 4. But I do like doing this. Does that make all of you cringe? I'm like laying in bed. Oh my god. One-handed. Anyways, what am I saying? I'm gonna read. He's saving a dog right now. Are we kidding? Are we kidding? You immediately know how to make people fall in love. Guys! Oh my god. Okay, this is so fun. So she's over here in her point of view. It's still point of view. We love. She's over here in her point of view. Like, he doesn't remember me. Like, I was a band geek in high school. He doesn't remember me. And his literal thing is Pippa Hartley is standing in my living room playing with the dog and I can't breathe. When I opened the door, I thought I was hallucinating. I'm giggling. I'm giggling. Hi, I'm so in love with you already. What do you mean you're so obsessed with her? Hi guys. I'm gonna do this pretty quick because the lighting is really bad, but I just want to update that I did in fact hit 200 pages. I'm currently literally on page 90. I am really enjoying this book. I am going to continue reading for tonight, so tomorrow I will update obviously what part of the book I am in. I've hit my 200 mark, so I think this is a pretty good place for me to just talk about the book. I think the two characters are so fun. She's like his assistant. It's like forced proximity because they live together, and it's kind of like this past that they have as well, where they're both not acknowledging their past because the other doesn't think it's significant enough, and it's like so fun. We've gotten mention of one of the people, the female main character from the Fake Out, and we're seeing little glimpses of like what happened with the male main character of the Fake Out and how it connects to this story. I just think that the connection that the two characters have right now is so good. Like, him as a character, like him as a male main character and a book boyfriend, the way he talks about Pippa in his own point of view, like, he appears so grumpy on the outside to Pippa. She's like, wow, he's literally such a grump, like, oh my god. But on the inside, he's like, she's so gorgeous, I can't stop thinking about her, I basically love her. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I love that sort of thought process in his own point of view. I see men just folding for these women in their own point of views, and I literally eat it up every single time. I'm gonna continue reading for the night, and then tomorrow we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna talk about this book, and we're gonna keep reading for 200 pages. Day 2 has ended, so good night. I will see you guys in the morning. Men written by women should be criminal. Like, I shouldn't be able to like buy this with money and read it, because he's putting on, guys, they're going to an event and she has heels and he is putting her heels on for her. Hi guys, it's the next day. We're at day 3. I've been reading a little bit today. I didn't talk just because I kind of wasn't in the mood to talk, but now I am. I'm dying of thirst. Last night, I read to page 111, so that's what I started at this morning. I'm at page 174, chapter 33. I feel like for hockey romance, it could be one of my favorites. These characters are so perfect to me, especially the mailman character. Something about him, I'm like, girl, sign me up. If you don't want him, I will. I already have the marriage certificate signed. Like, I am so here for him. He reminds me of Ryan Shea a lot, which is from The Right Move by Liz Humford, in the way that he expresses his like affection and admiration for the female main character. I literally posted on my Goodreads. I was like, he's literally making me giggle out loud because he was. I am going to continue reading this. That means we have to read to page 311. And at that point, might as well finish the book. So I feel like we're just gonna finish this book today. Some people read for like learning, and I read for just entertainment because like genuinely my favorite part about reading is not being in reality. And I don't know what that says about me, especially when I read fantasy. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not even on planet Earth anymore. It's so fun. So I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna see you guys when I have any major thoughts. We all know I like to yap. We all know I like to talk and scream about books. So you'll probably be hearing from me very soon. I can't with myself. Sometimes when I'm reading and I giggle out loud and literally like flail around in my bed, sometimes I have to like sit up and look at the wall and be like, so why are you doing that? So why are you giggling at words on a page? Isn't it crazy how like words on a page can make us feel so many things that I've never experienced in my life? Like I've never experienced this type of getting over a man. I am so in love with this man. This man just said, I'd buy you every guitar in the city if I thought you'd let me. Her ex texts her and she blocks him and deletes the chat history. Lord, how I wish I would have done that back in my time. Such a good idea, Pippa. You're so smart. You don't even want to see the setup in which I have my phone, okay? It's a crazy setup. It's 11 o'clock. I have finished Behind the Net. I finished the last like 10% on my Kindle. So I definitely have reached 200 pages. I was supposed to read until page 311 and I read to page 404. Whoa. Hey girl, why are you falling? I read to page 404. I'm gonna be giving my ratings at the end. I had such a fun time. It was such a fast read. I don't even need to go into detail about how much I love these characters. I've talked about them so much. If you can hear the rain, I'm sorry. It's torrential downpouring out there. I have no idea what's going on with the weather. I thought it was winter and it's acting like spring is coming. Wait, didn't the little groundhog say spring was coming early? I don't think I have really any critiques about this book at all. I think it was a really good book. I can definitely see this being a book like I do think about the characters. So it's gonna get louder so you can't hear me. Like, what is happening? Just like so many instances in which he did things for the female main character that actually almost sent me to my knees. I was like, okay guys, like this isn't funny anymore because I don't have this in my life. And that's just the reality of it. When I read romance, sometimes I want to cry because I don't have it in my life. I just felt like their connection was so sweet because it's sort of this like I have loved you forever trope. Like I'm an enemies to lovers girl, but like I didn't know I loved an I loved you forever trope. The idea of that is so sweet that someone has loved you for so long without you even knowing. I also thought the writing was really good in a way that was easy to read, quick, and really entertaining. That is that book. I would super recommend this to people who want to read more hockey romance. I am going to continue reading tonight, but I'm not going to document it for this. Obviously tomorrow on the 4th day, I will talk about the book and what I'm reading because obviously we're going to continue reading that together. But I think I'm just going to read for tonight. I think I want to start like a darker romance. Switching between Butcher and Blackbird and Give Me More by Sarah Kate. Or maybe I'm going to read, no, actually I don't think I want to read anything else. Like, who am I fooling? It's Butcher and Blackbird on Kindle Unlimited. Oh my god, guys, this might be the make or break. It's not on Kindle Unlimited. I guess we decided it together. More by Sarah Kate is the 3rd book in the Delicious Players Club series. Oh, need to post that on my story for my readers who enjoy good smut without shame. I think that's a book I'm going to start. So I'm just going to read for tonight and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we start day 4. 6 o'clock at night. I haven't read today yet. I got to chapter 6. I got 15% in on page 48. Page like 44 in the book, I think. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only 15%, but I'm absolutely loving it. Like, I literally put this book away and have not stopped thinking about it. I just wanted to go back into the world. I'm super excited for this sort of relationship, see how this one goes and how the whole relationship forms in that dynamic. I'm absolutely loving all of the characters so far. I'm just gonna be reading for the rest of the night, and I'll see you if I have any updates or any thoughts. I look naked. Anyways, guys, I haven't talked to you because I've literally just been reading. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I can see this book being 5 stars. I'm loving every single minute of it. It's been like 2 hours since I've started reading, and I feel like no time has passed. Like, I feel like I am in this world and I am experiencing this. That's how much fun I'm having. So I just wanted to say that, and I'm gonna keep reading because I don't want to stop. I have not updated at all today. I guess I just wasn't like really expressive today. I've just been literally rotting at night in my bed reading this book. I'm so immersed into the world. I'm so immersed into the book that I genuinely can't even comprehend picking up my phone and talking. But I have finished my 200 pages for today. I started off on page 48 on the Kindle. I'm currently on page 257 out of 342. I'm not officially at 200 pages in the book yet, but I will get to 200 pages. Sorry, there's like a smut scene on my thing. Oh my god, that was crazy. Definitely my favorite of the series so far. I loved seeing the way the characters connected and how each of them connected on their own level and how they connect as a group, trying to find their way into a polyamorous relationship from being friends. So there's so much other self journeys that characters are going on. Like, Hunter has his own self journey. Drake is having to like break the mold of what people know him as. You can tell how much they care about one another and how much they just want to be there for each other even when things are difficult. I feel very formal. I feel like I'm like sitting down with y'all and like having an intense talk because I talk with my hands so much and it looks like a serious business meeting even though it's not. I'm talking about smut. That's about all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for the final day. Okay. Finished my book today. I finished Give Me More by Sarah Kate, and I actually don't have enough words for how much I loved this book. I loved every single character from the beginning. Drake, so funny, but like so much deeper than what he's like perceived. Like, everyone perceives him as a sort of like playboy, and he kind of feeds into that. He's so much deeper. Isabel is just such a sweetheart, and I really loved her as a character. Her and Hunter's marriage was so adorable, seeing how in love they were and how in love Hunter is with Isabel and like how he changed for her. And I knew how it was gonna end up, but still some parts were like really getting to me and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Like, I feel so bad for all these characters, and even though I knew they were gonna end up together, like, hello, I knew the ending. It's a romance. I think Sarah Kate's writing is super addicting, and I'm gonna be so sad when I finish this series. I really do like learning about their setting and what their whole business is. Besides the smut, I just really enjoy the setting of them. So if you have any more recs where that is the sort of setting we're in, please give it to me because I might purchase those books. I just love them. Besides like a couple booktubers, I feel like I don't have the same taste as a lot of them. So I don't really get recs that like are like this, which I like am so into. Loving the series, and that is to be said. I think in this video, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. I think I read 69 pages, so I have about 131 pages left to read. Super intrigued by this one because this is like a redemption book. So the male main character is Beau, who is Charlie's ex-boyfriend in the first one. Just super excited to see how his redemption goes. And I will see you guys if I had any major thoughts, or I'm just gonna see you guys at the end of the night. I think it's smart of Sarah Kate to like wait until the 4th book in the series to have it be Beau's, because I feel like if you did it too soon, the redemption arc wouldn't hit as good. Hi, it's like 11 o'clock. I officially got to page 159 in this book. Tell me how I read so many pages in that little amount of time. I don't know. Sometimes on the internet, I get scared that like people I know watch this, and like this book, if you were to Google it, like you could find out what it's about. And then I'm like, who cares? I like to read what I like to read. Beau, I think that his redemption arc is going to be so good. We're already starting to see him start to open up and start to change as a person in so many better ways. And I can't wait to see how that affects his relationship with everyone else, because obviously his relationship with his father has gotten better, but I'm excited to see how his sort of understanding in their world and what they actually do starts to affect other relationships. I'm gonna stop reading for tonight. Is this going to be my favorite? I don't think so. Second favorite? Hey, it's in the running. I don't think anyone knows that I have a YouTube, but sometimes I do wonder if people would be shocked. If they found out what I read, would they be shocked? Actually, I have a fun story for you guys. I had like a book out on my table during English my senior year when I was bringing books to school. I think it was like one of the Addicted books. My teacher, and she goes, Maddie has smut on the table. Do you know how gagged I was? Maddie's reading smut or something along those lines. Why would you ever say that to me? I don't need to be called out like that in class, because I was reading smut. Sue me, I'm just a girl. Anyways, that's a fun little story I have for you guys. I'm gonna go, and the next time I see you, I'm gonna be talking about all the books I read, and I'm gonna see you guys when I see ya. Let's not have my dirty laundry in the way. Like, hello. This is the end of the video. This is my little wrap up portion. I didn't really talk about any of the books like star rating wise. This is what that's gonna be. These are all the books that I read. Obviously some of them I didn't finish. The first book that I read in this video, I finished Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I'm gonna give this like a 3.75, 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it so much, but I really loved the whole setting and the whole plot of the story. Some parts were a little slow, but I usually expect that in a sort of fantasy. That's that one. Then I read the novella The Dare by Harley LaRue. I gave this a 4 stars. Of course, I love Harley LaRue's writing, and I love the Losers Duet, so being back with all of the characters was so fun, and I loved the spice in this. If you're looking for a spicy novella that will get you hooked to the characters, especially Manson Reed, this is the one for you. Then I read Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I gave this a 4 stars or a 4.25. I really enjoyed it. I absolutely loved both of the characters. I felt like they both had such a deep connection with one another. I find myself thinking about the things that he did for her in this story a lot. And as well as her, she was very sweet to him and his mom and his whole situation, and knowing that he deserved a lot more in his life. Has a lot of spice in it as well if you're looking for that. Then I read Give Me More by Sarah Kate. I loved this book. It was my favorite book that I read in this video by far. I'm giving it a 4.75. I loved it. I don't foresee this changing, and if it's gonna change, it might be a 5 stars. It worked for me. I loved all of the characters. I thought they each had depth that I really enjoyed, and the way they just grew together and grew on their own. 10 out of 10 would recommend. This is the best one in the series so far. I got 159 pages into Mercy. I pretty much talked about it last night. I'm enjoying the characters, and I like the storyline. I'm excited to see where it goes and how everything gets resolved. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a really fun time filming this. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more of my face and more of my videos. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye!